Welcome to ik70. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy.
Hello and welcome to ik70, and today for Chubb Tuesday what we're going to do is we're going to look at the ik70, otherwise known as the Chubb Detainee or the arrest handcuff. Now I'm quite lucky in the fact that I have quite a few different variations of it, and my personal favourite is this one, which is the aircraft variant, which has got the large ring in the middle. Then why am I showing you these? Well, an exciting new tool has just been released by ik70, and the tool itself is very simplistic. Now you may remember a while ago that I detailed a bypass in one of my videos, and it seems that I wasn't the only person that stumbled upon this option, and ik70 have released this, their ik70 pick and bypass tool. Now personally I find it too small to use when I'm actually wearing the cuff, and so I need to extend this by about an extra 1.5 inches. And I'm hoping by the end of the week I'll have a video showing this in action on the double lock as well as the single lock. So what do I mean by that? Well, if we get the cuffs out, these cuffs are a great little set of cuffs. You've got 3 levers inside it. They were patented in 1985. The double lock can be actioned from the rear via the push slide or via the key, which you can put in and then set the double lock by turning it the opposite direction. You'll notice it moves and the double lock is set. To remove the key, there you go, we get the double lock off and then keep going round and eventually the pulls will lower. Now there are 2 pulls in there. What I'm hoping to do is I'll be able to include a picture around here of the internal mechanisms of it from the one that I stripped and gutted, but you'll notice that we're going to aim around here for the bypass, and the levers sit down here. Now you'll also notice that this is mechanically linked to the bolt, so they never separated it like more modern day cuffs. So we can apply tension from the rear, and then we can apply downward direction on the levers to get this lock picked. And that's where this part comes in. Now Carl states that it's an overlifting, and what he says is that you put it in and then pull it all the way down once you feel it springing. However, I find that technique to be a little bit hit and miss, so what I do is instead is I go in and I hook down like that. And this is the way that I do it when I'm actually wearing the cuffs as well. So you reach in, you find the levers, and you just push them down whilst applying tension from the rear. So we'll get down there, we're getting them all down, got a little bit of movement on the rear bolt, ever such a fraction, and then it all slides over, and that's the single lock back in play, which now means that we can use the bypass. And the bypass for this, using exactly the same measurements that I did from this rivet all the way through, you can see that it's there. Now what we're going to be doing is you aim up for the C and then rotate round, and you're going to catch both the pull levers. In you go, up for the C, catch both levers, and lo and behold, it's bypassed. Now that's exceptionally useful if you can't get into shim it, or you haven't been able to get it picked again, because you can still apply tension from the rear on this to get it to move the final stage. For example, let me just show you. So as it releases the pull, look, you can see it still moves. So you could still apply tension on the rear and then pick the levers that final time to get it to go, except as soon as it moves, the bolt will then slide through and you'll be back to picking it tooth by tooth by tooth. So this is actually a really quick and convenient way of doing it. But let's just say that you don't want to do it with a commercial tool, you want to make one yourself. Well, I've got the answer for you in the form of a paper clip. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one of my favourite bends, which is the T to start off with. So once we've got the T, now ordinarily I'd be using my teeth for this, but because I can't get my head under the camera, I'm just going to use a set of pliers. You then squeeze this all nice and down. It doesn't have to be exact, and we want a nice bulbous tip. Once we've got this bulbous tip, all we're going to do is it needs to be rolled slightly, ever so slightly. So I'll just quickly do it with the pliers, and you've got a slight curve. Then what you need to do is about a thumb's width is a bend, like so. And then if we bring our cuff back up, you'll notice that this is approximately the right sort of distance for what we need for the bypass. Now we can reach into the back of the cuff and feel for the springy parts of the pulls. And once you feel it, if you need to give yourself a little hand, you can squeeze on the bow a touch and then pull it clear. And that is how you defeat a Chubb ik70 using a paper clip or the commercially available ik70 bypass tool. Thank you very much for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.